on Twitter that, like, after he won Capcom Cup, his first rank stream back, that was the main character and combination he was losing to, was Modern Ken. So this has been a problem for him for a while.
You know, the funny thing you mentioned that, when Punk won Evo, he went back to the stream, he lost his first rank match.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, that's just the curse, right? You win Evo, end up losing ranked. You know, I think I'll take that, though.
Oh, Capcom Cup March 11 next year.
Starts May 12th. Tournament starts on June 6th. Pretty soon. Wow, tournament starts June 6th. That's the day after the June 5th.
Oh, so
hey, if y'all need to, do refresh. If you need to, do refresh.
You get 1 day, baby.
Why am I talking in the phone? The mic over.
What savages out there in the regions are going to schedule their first World Warrior for the first day, the day after the patch?
How many Elenas are we going to see on the day one for World Warriors?
Depends how much she can heal. Depends how many times she gets to heal.
I haven't seen any videos because
and Capcom Cup is March 11th.
And you had to wait
next
in line.
year.
I didn't wait in line because there was no time, and the line is kind of long as well too. Right?
Did you see the discourse though? Like everyone was posting, you know, what the changes they think are. But it's so funny because it's just like, when you perfect parry, you get the.
I forgot. I had the end stream to restart it real quick, so that way.
Conflicting info.
That way,
are they messing with us a little bit?
When Eclipse does, when Eclipse grabs the clips for me and everything, because they got a max time period that I can stream before they be like, we ain't.
That's true. I mean,
we ain't gonna be making
no
clips for
Capcom
you.
World Tour schedule. Obviously, right now, Evo Japan is happening. Column Breaker in 2 weeks. CEO 1 month after. Ooh, Blink Respawn. DR. I know you guys are a huge fan of just going to DR in general. Evo Las Vegas. UFA Paris. Right. Evo Nice, France. And also the premiere that everyone was wondering where it's going to be. It's going to be in China this year.
Yeah.
Last year was Singapore. Yeah.
I'm excited for China. I believe it's in Shanghai. So
is it?
I think so.
Super sick.
Well,
I actually never been to like China for a long period of time. I only been there for a layover.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
like I've been to
any
Hong
type of
Kong,
stay.
but like it's kind of like different, right? It's a different culture.
Yeah.
So I never been to like mainland China. So I might want to stop by.
Shanghai's beautiful. I mean, again, I don't know if it's in Shanghai. I think it is because all the other Capcom tournaments have been in Shanghai.
Well, next week is going to be Shanghai as well too. The ACL.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, for EWC.
It started from the ground up, training getting rounder, channeling your inner self and moving up these mountains, crossing over, passing bound, for no time to count and keep score, breaking barriers I never thought I'd cross before. When I get tired on my knees, I gotta dig in it deep. I feel like I'm all alone, it really has got me. I stand by, ashes out with the wind, no goodbyes, if you just stood again. Yeah, let's go. I'm on the road to the top and I'm not looking back. Never backing down, come and step up to the plate. For my city, for my town, I'll do whatever it takes. I'ma go and get this crown. I'ma go all of the way. I ain't never backing down, come and step up to the plate. For my city, for my town, I'll do whatever it takes. I'ma go and get this crown. To the top, see the sight, see the sight, see the sight. Street Fighter 6.
that intro going crazy.
Wow, look at that. Get that crowd hype. Obviously, you saw Mena just give me that trophy.
Bro, he snatched with 2 hands.
It's mine.
That's like a big reason I love them having the trophy right there during the top 8, right? Very easily accessible for the winner to let the emotions ride them into the celebration. But yes, indeed, now we're going to start the intros for our 8 elite competitors that are looking to vibe.
Hey, Bash, if you stay here, Bash, if you want another one,
you mentioned earlier,
this another game.
There's at least
and it's 2D, so
players that could have been in this top 8.
And it's 2D, so like
6,700
you know,
players, 2,200
it ain't
of them,
like-
easily could have been in this top 8.
Yeah,
it ain't too insane to learn either. It's dope too. Oh,
she was playing so sick.
it has a, it has an amazing story mode to it.
Most definitely. But of course, Akira with the Cammy. I believe the lone Cammy here in the top 8.
Yeah, there's like no repeat characters, I think.
Yeah, there's like Ed for Lashard and Momochi, but they might not play Ed at all, right?
I mean, I watched Momochi versus Daigo from Hi-Fi. He clipped it, and I'm like, nah, Momochi, just pick the Mai, baby.
Pick the Mai.
Pick the Mai. He the sequence that he did on Daigo was cooked. Pick the Mai.
I mean, that's not what that character does, you know?
Yes.
Horseman RD Weibo Gaming looking to bring it back to back. But he's going to have to face all these compares, including Ryukichi.
I'm so excited to talk about Ryukichi because what he did to Nyampi, R.I.P. But that punish that she did to Fate,
the Cruel Fate.
That was the sickest thing I've ever seen. But one thing he also did was he whiff punished her lash with run DP, and I feel like that's just not something you see at all in Ken players.
He's a run DP like master when it comes to whiff punishes.
Yeah.
He loves doing that.
I didn't know
he
either,
against,
actually.
Like Rashid Yassar a lot as well too. But we have to think about this.
But
Ryukichi,
remember,
when it
it was
Japan, he is Mr.
thousands.
Consistent.
Yeah.
He was also
It was almost
in the top
7,000
6
people
last year for Evo Japan.
in this particular tournament right here for Evo Japan. It was 7,000 people.
He's always showing up.
This
When
is
I
the
first
top
heard
8
about
out of
him,
that
everybody was
7,000.
talking about there's this godlike Ken on the rise. He's probably the best player coming out of Japan. And I was like, who's that? And they said Ryukichi. And he went to Red Bull in New York.
Red Bull Kumite.
Didn't do so well.
He got cooked.
But in Japan, as you mentioned, he's cooking out
No,
here.
he cooked. I think NL also mentioned this is his first. He tweeted his first Evo top 8.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, he said he was very
First
excited
Evo
about it.
top
Yeah.
eight.
Awesome. That is super
Yeah,
sick.
yeah.
He is going to have to face LaShore, who a lot of people believe, prodigal son of fighting games right here, has just shown out ever since he's bursted onto the scene, of course. Had a lot of success in other games as well, but bringing his talents to Street Fighter, he has not looked back. And then Kobayan, the monster on the Zangief, here to put bodies in bags.
Yeah, this one I'm actually super hyped for because I feel like, Kobayan had that hot time where he's like just killing everybody, winning everybody, one Topanga, and then he just kind of just disappeared for a bit. But now the fact that he's back in this top 8, so I'm curious to see. You mentioned it already, Wrench. He's fighting against Higuchi, Guile. It's a bit tough, but once Zangief puts you in the block of a +4 headbutt, every matchup is the same at that point.
Absolutely. Of course, it's going to be all up to Kobayan. It's going to be a lot of effort.
Yeah, that definitely could have been the case.
He does, then he could definitely.
He did mention something about like
bait out one,
the PlayStation. He was all have a certain issue or something of the sort.
I'm pretty hyped because I personally want to see Menardi versus Momochi.
But I think that was on Call of the Wild when he was playing Fatal Fury. I don't know if it was on Street Fighter, but yeah, the same scenario could have easily happened.
For sure. He's so technical.
100%.
Awesome.
Favorite fighting game player of all time.
And the lore behind it is so good because Mena, he has his chance of becoming the 2-time back-to-back Evo champion, right? But Momochi has actually won Evo Japan as well in Street Fighter 5, and he's won like Street Fighter 4 Evo Vegas.
Yes.
So this would just be another Evo title under his belt, but in Street Fighter 6.
Wow, three Evo titles,
three
across
Evo
three
titles,
Street Fighters.
yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy if you think about it, right? But Menardi might just be the back-to-back champion just in general. Back-to-back Capcom Cup, right?
That's true.
This might be a
true.
back-to-back.
Oh,
it could be a thing, right? So
He's establishing the
yeah,
pattern.
because I feel like Menardi, he's always been super consistent, even after season 1. But season 1 was like that was his like current like prime. But now he's trying to find the prime again, right? So I'm curious to see will he reach it at this tournament. Because he obviously has the Blanca, he obviously has the Bison, but Bison got no reversal. I'm always kind of like sus about it a little bit. But you can see the bracket right here. First match gonna be Momochi versus Ryukichi. Second match we're in semis, Menardi versus Akira.
Yep, solid point.
I know Punk's cheering for Akira all day, right? For Cammy. Then we got losers round 1,
whack.
Kobayan versus Higuchi, and then NL versus LaShar. Man, these are some banger matches right here.
Yeah, Menardi versus Akira. I really am wondering which character Menardi's gonna go with.
Oh, we're going Blanca.
Yeah.
I would say so, but like also I think Bison has some merits in that matchup, right?
He does,
like being in the air there, you cash out so heavily. You don't have to guess on anti-airs when it comes to the dive kick. You can kind of go to that. But as you mentioned, he's had so much success in that matchup with Blanca and Cammy. It'd be hard pressed to do something else.
I'm actually okay. My big logic, big brain right here.
Yeah.
There is a chance that Menardi might pick the Zangief against Akira.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, so
a little bit.
because I would doubt that because Akira, to make it this far, actually had to take out Itabashi Zangief. And he got some, when I was watching him play, he got some tricks up his sleeve with Cammy.
Yeah, okay. It's just like a different Zangief, though, right?
It is.
But I think it's more of like Blanca was definitely like Punk's kryptonite, right? That was his answer. But that was like season 1.
Absolutely,
Eventually, season 2 came out, and Punk was able to beat a lot in terms of the sets of Blanca versus Cammy.
Yes.
And the one time that Menardi did beat Punk was with Zangief. So I'm just like,
It's a great point.
It might be a thing where he might try try it if Blanca possibly gets washed.
Yeah.
So we have to see.
And then one of the things about that Punk Mena RD kind of clash that we saw a lot in Season 1 was that's when Blanca had the really hard to whiff punish crouch medium punch, right? And of course, that's Punk's main game. Like, he's a great whip punisher, maybe the greatest whip punisher of all time.
Facts.
So because of that, it was definitely a hindrance towards him, right? Obviously, they normalized the hurt box a little bit on the Blanca crouch medium punch, and then you saw he had to go to the Geep. So that's another kind of play into this, right? I'm not sure, like, if Akira is going to be looking for whip punishes a lot or how they're going to approach the matchup if we see that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I do think Akira is more of like a full-on Cammy player compared to Punk, because you mentioned like Punk. He plays like Punk. He just whiff punishes and just kind of guesses right on a lot of the mix-ups. But when it comes to like knowing Cammy's like little tricks, doing specific setups, max damage conversions, Akira definitely is all of that on paper. Right?
Yeah, like what I saw Akira do to Itabashi was like dry rush spin knuckled for the cross up in the corner. I was like, oh, that was cheeky.
That was the day one online.
That's Cammy classic. When it's old becomes new again.
Yeah,
exactly. That's a layer to this. You're just like, they wouldn't do some rank stuff on me.
And look at that. Look at the crowd,
Packed
bro.
to the gills,
Yo,
bro.
they might have gotten all 6,000 entrants again.
I was saying, like, these were probably all the competitors, because we had 6,700 players.
Yeah,
they're all spectators now outside of the 8 people that are in top 8.
Yeah,
so.
Usually when they have like kind of like their own Street Fighter 6 events in Japan, I always see the crowd shots are just like endless. They're just like sold out crowds. So it feels like all the seats here, people got their tickets and everything, and people are standing, people are sitting, hitting the deck as well too, man.
We love that.
Hitting the deck.
I love when people sit on the floor. That gives me the old school like Street Fighter tournament vibes.
Even the Evo vibes.
Yeah.
Right? Like
true. The pit.
When we got to sit in the front.
Yeah. That's a good point.
So that was like really, really cool as well too. But what do you think about Ryukichi versus Momochi though? I feel like that's a tough one to call. I think.
I think so too,
They
man.
play each other a lot. Like when I was like diving into the matchups, like they have so many ranked matches online. I think actually it's pretty 50-50.
Wow.
It's not like really leaning on any one side.
Okay.
But Momochi was playing Ed for most of it, so who knows who he's gonna play.
And that's what I'm thinking. I was like, so we know Ryukichi's gonna be with the Ken, right? Like, he's just been a Ken specialist. So I want to see what Momochi brings to the table to kind of combat that. Do you start with the Mai and just be like, how good is Ryukichi at getting through the Mai obstacle course?
Everyone plays Mai in Japan in ranked though.
Yeah.
So the experience is so much.
You also talked about him being the run DP master, right? That's another great thing that you can use against projectiles as Ken. So yeah, maybe we start with the Ed, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with that, because I feel like if he does pick Mai, you know how you have to answer against OD fans and everything like that. Ryukichi showed us, like you mentioned, Sherry, the anti-Niampi crew Fate. For sure, he labbed what to do against OD fan, perfect parry, possibly do something crazy afterwards. So, I mean, I want to see it, though. I want to see the tech. Because that's the kind of the thing we're seeing online, like, OD fans too broken and everything like that. But there are answers about it. But the fact that if you're the player and you're showing how to counter it, that's what I want to see, right?
Yeah, I feel that.
And I was going to say, Ryukichi, he makes, like, the proprietary combos, like the punishes. It's not, everyone kind of knows, when you block Mai's OD fans, you got to backdash, or you can do, like, a forward moving button that'll punish you. Ryukichi comes up with some stuff, obviously from the stuff that we've seen. So I would love to see what his genius mind came up with to go against Mai in the matchup.
Yeah, that'd be sick. So yeah, I'm hoping that we get to see some counter tech perhaps. I think there's a lot of merits to Ed in this matchup as well, right? Especially the caliber of Ed that Momochi brings to the table. I definitely think just in general, the different options that Ed can kind of put out there really hinders Ken's approach a lot of the time, right? Like just having the stand medium kick, just being able to absorb the fireball with the startup of your own, blast through it. That kind of takes away the fireball drive rush game a lot of the time. Obviously, the hold flicker as well in that range where Ken wants to play at, whether it be like Dragon Lash, crouch medium kick, all that. Ed, I think, is a little bit superior in that range. So because of that, I think we'll see the Ed. But hey, either way, Ryukichi is a monster, so I think it's going to be close.
Go ahead.
When I was watching the matchup, Momochi actually did something really cool, because we mentioned that Ryukichi likes doing the run DP punish, right? So Momochi actually baited it a lot by doing that charge fireball, like the fake fireball, without releasing
with Ed.
as a bait against Ryukichi. And I was like, that's really smart against a player that likes to react to what you're doing, right?
I mean, he could take the Tokido answer, because Tokido versus Lashar, he did the run Tatsu against Lashar's hold flicker. He backed that, and I was like, there was no way he did that. So I feel like there's an answer already, and Ryukichi might possibly go for that, because like you mentioned the replays, Momochi baited that out loud. So save it for nationals, man. That's a possible thing,
yeah,
right?
This is where you would bust it out for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely where you bust. Because, old habits die hard. It's kind of, because you're still looking for, you're like, oh, I played you in ranked the other day. You did this. I'm going to use it for Evo. Huh?
Yeah.
I know you're thinking about that, right? But Kobayan versus Higuchi, I think a lot of people are cheering probably for Kobayan.
Oh, yeah.
Zangief.
I hate Guile, so it's not even about Zangief. It's about my hatred for Guile.
Oh, Guile.
Those two characters, I absolutely get irritated playing against, right? They're two very different archetypes.
Yes.
But Zangief is one of those characters. I mean, as you mentioned, you hate grapplers. There's a shirt in the booth over there that says "Say no to grapplers" coming from Nemo.
Yeah, but you've been dabbling, though.
But that's a bad
exactly. I'm a turncoat sometimes.
But that's just on the matchup itself, Zangief versus Guile. We got to cheer for the underdog of the situation, which is the Guile. But I did watch.
Wait, which is the Zangief.
Sorry.
I was like, you're not called Guile an underdog.
Zangief as the underdog. My bad.
Look, you almost have Ridge triggered right now. You're like, Guile, what do you mean he's underdog?
You almost sound like a Zangief player over here. But I did see, earlier in the pools, making it to top 24, throughout top 24, there was Zangief Bellato versus Kaba.
Yeah.
And then Zangief Bellato actually had some sick plays against Kaba. So there are many tools, actually, that I think Zangief, especially with the usage of level 2, it's just like that kind of equalizes the matchup a little bit more, or brings it closer to each other.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I feel like I know a lot of Zangief players are just dooming about everything. For sure. But the thing is, you have to think about this. You don't take chip damage.
Yep.
Right? Zangief had it bad when he had to take chip damage in 4 and 5 and 2 and everything like that. Here, you just don't take chip damage. It's great. You can walk in without having to have a life deficit. That's the most important part, right? But now it just comes down to your mental fortitude of how to be patient. But we're gonna get into our first match. It is the Mai.
Wow, so he is gonna test them.
Yes, Mai. Yes, bye. Let's go.
That's how you feel? Okay.
Oh, here we go.
I play both sides.
That's facts.
Capcom versus K, that's me.
All right, so we're going to get into a first match of our top 8 here at EVO Japan 2025. Momochi versus Ryukichi. Let's go.
Oh, my God. They're so hyped. Look at this. And they're playing neutral. They're not the first fans.
Immediately.
That is neutral. The only fan, 100%.
Well, you see, Ryukichi was so ready with the perfect parry.
Really? A DP right away from frame 1?
And attacking the drive meter as well. He's going to get the burnout.
Yeah. And he could cash out, but you know what? He's going to take some chip damage.
100%.
Before he does the drive impact.
Look at that. String this man up. I'll take all this chip before he gets there, but Momochi, what a press out.
Bro, Momochi is so good at recognizing that was a heavy Jinrai and how negative it was, even though he's in burnout. It's a nice counterplay from Momochi there.
Even there, that's a punish on his medium Jinrai right there, too.
And heavy Jinrai is actually the least, minus. It would have been, it's actually plus on the burnout. So the fact that he challenged anyway was crazy.
Gotta watch that fan.
Light punch fan. Wow, he tried something right there. Yes, give me that Kagura no Mai. 5 stocks it up, baby.
Oh, and then immediately just tapping, blessing the forehead with the stand heavy punch after the parry. Trying to wiggle out? Nah.
Dude, the standing heavy punch it's so good.
Patronizing, bro. It's a patronizing animation.
Okay, I like that. Little right there. Take him to the corner. Standing heavy kick. This is the same situation from round 1 where Momochi's in the corner, right?
Yeah.
But all it takes is one hit for Mai to take you to the other corner.
Oh, yo, shout out to Ryukichi for that awareness where the target combo would have whiffed on the second hit. Oh, okay. Using OD Jinrai in that situation.
Yeah, he's really just poking and peppering all these Jinrais on. Thought that Momochi would come forward, trying to get a DP out. Both players here barely holding on to that drive.
Yeah, too far for level 3. We didn't spend level 3 here? Oh, it's going to work out.
Wow, he really was that confident in the rest of this corner sequence.
Yeah. That was fortunate for Ryukichi in that situation. Okay,
nice.
Tell me, what do you think he's looking for when every time he blocks a fan, he's doing light punch DP? You know what I mean?
That is beyond unfortunate. And she's in Fate of Fury as well. And I'm just like
this is gonna be like a trade type of
she looks so much better in Street Fighter right now.
He's gonna combo, but I think he'll at least get the better over.
Ooh, where you going? Cause I'm reaching. Wake up level 1. You know what? Get up. Stand fierce. Look at that. That is such a great button. No crosscut DP. That was a little bit weird to kind of crosscut.
There's a perfect carry on the Jinrai though. Another level 1. Okay.
Yeah.
We got 5 stocks back.
Yeah, that was really good awareness from Momochi because usually that combo does not work without level 1 already installed.
True.
Look at that. Look at this. Oh, he tried to run DP already.
He wanted it. Wow, that hit from so far in the stand medium kick.
Yeah, he's setting him up. That's why he's throwing regular fireball first, so he could be an advantage.
You know, I don't think the target combo would have comboed either from that far.
Yes.
That was really good for Ryukichi to not go forward with it.
Oh my God. Burnout. Okay. Momochi has his defense. Oh!
That was sick.
Yes. Goes for the loop a little bit. Take it to the corner. Are you going to react to level 2 or what?
We're trying to bait it out, right? Momochi has been representing that reversal level 1. Oh, but he got hit in the air. That means no DI for you.
Yeah, but...
OD, oh my goodness. Not full animation, though. Still alive.
Wake up level 1.
Whoa, the DP regular. He traded.
That's not supposed to work.
No, it's not, Justin, but it did anyway.
He missed time?
Yeah, he mistimed the meaty. It looks like he mistimed the meaty. That's the only way it would have worked.
A lot of the time, people will do that, right? They'll be a little bit hesitant. Like, they'll try to block a reversal, maybe delay the light just a tiny bit. But maybe that's not even what he did there because he was still in burnout. Just mistimed it enough to get the trade. All
right, let's big brain it, okay? All right, so wake up level 1 is with punches.
Yeah.
What are you going to say, Sherry?
No, I was going to say, did he really mean to do that DP or did he mean to do the level 1? Because the DP no meter is a questionable decision.
I think maybe he woke up DP thinking Ryukichi's going to delay buttons because if he woke up level 1, the button wouldn't come out.
That's what I'm saying, right? That's why I think he delayed the light punch a little bit. And it's a very popular strat in this game, right? You just slightly delay on the opponent's wake up, so if the reversal is there, then you block it. Whoa!
Yeah, that combo don't work crouching, that's for sure. Okay, nice. Guess for game. Yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
That was a DI back there.
And I love Ryukichi has just definitely been attacking the drive meter, right? To take away that OD fan from Mai. It's a really smart strat.
Yeah, it's actually really working out. And you're seeing that Momochi's not really doing a lot of OD fans in the process.
Yeah. Because even if you get her low enough, right, then the OD fan, you might burn out if you're below 2 bars.
Yeah, it's very clear that Momochi has been waiting to get all his level 1s just to get the stocks. Like, in every single round, he's been able to activate level 1.
Yeah.
Wow, and then just the reversal. Fierce. Ryukichi showing no fear.
Spamming the level 3, cash on damage, sack the drive gauge, putting their CA, but doesn't matter. You don't even have CA in the process in there.
Are we going to get the burnout?
OD
Are we
fireball.
going to go for the meaty here?
Yeah. Taking the hit, don't matter. That's a tough decision right there.
Yeah. Felt like he tried to take the hit to avoid the burnout, but nonetheless, that was just really good from Ryukichi, trying to close that gap and not let Momochi get out even after taking the hit. Super smart smothering style.
So far, 4 rounds straight, right? Momochi wins 2 rounds, Ryukichi wins 2 rounds. If you notice, Momochi's always in the corner first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every time.
Yeah, so there's something that Ryukichi's doing well, where forcing Momochi
Dude, it's just a
walking
sea
back,
of
we might
people
switch
there.
Head because I feel like Momochi, because of that, maybe he knows, like, hey, you know what? Why am I getting walked back like that? I'm supposed to be the neutral footsie god.
Yeah.
Right. So let me pick a character that can control some of that madness of yours.
That's what we're going to see, right? Switching it up now. And again, both of these players definitely start the round a little bit timid, right? Nobody wants to overcommit. Nobody wants to give their opponent a big opening to start the round.
Ooh, look at that. Ugh, I love that flicker. That's a bad boy. That's a bad boy special. Right?
Yeah, it is.
Misses the carry. Yep, tries to attempt for it. Momochi doesn't give it to him. But nice challenge. Yeah, that was a good challenge right there.
And you see Ryukichi just ever optimal, right? Buffering the Jinrai behind him. Always peppering in any damage he can get.
Yeah, and you know what I really love about him doing that Jinrai? Like, he just give just in case.
Yeah.
But most people would do jab drive rush. He didn't want to put himself in that situation where it didn't work and put him in a possible burnout situation, but it doesn't matter because Momochi taking the first round of this game.
Yeah, you can tell Ryukichi's extremely conscious of his own drive meter and his opponents. He really values those resources, as he should.
Forward fierce right there.
And as you mentioned, Justin, you can see how the neutral has changed right now because Momochi's been handling the neutral pretty well, actually. He's been controlling it, not pushing himself into the corner.
Oh, yeah, this is Momochi's character. Like, if you think about, like, how his archetype of a player he plays, this is him. Yeah, Maya's just broken.
This is what we talked about at the beginning, right? Momochi in this matchup with Ed definitely has really strong tools at that range where Ken likes to play at, so makes it a bit more difficult for Ryukichi, and he is just pressing that heavy kick.
Yeah, he got him in the corner, so it's definitely harder to make a whiff. But do we have the dream?
I believe Momochi has the dream.
No, yes, a little bit. No, he had to change it up a little bit, but still gets it though.
Wow, the adjustment.
That's crazy.
What?
I can't believe that. Yeah, I can't believe he fixed that.
That was nuts.
He's a master of the character for a reason. 2-1 lead here in top 8.
You saw how it was kind of like, it was kind of wonky a little bit.
I've never seen that adjustment.
That was absolutely insane. I'm sorry.
He had the knee set up for it right after too. The empty jump load, the empty jet light.
That was Chef's kiss right there. Okay, how is Ryukichi going to answer? But speaking of that, get him using the damage option. Didn't want to use the Tatsu.
And it looked like Momochi trying to walk forward throw right there. Like he tried to call Ryukichi was going to block after the driver's cancel.
What? That was sick.
Was it because it was meaty?
Yeah, it was meaty there. Wow, that was actually sick link right there. Okay, go for the parries. Blocking, pass, forced to take the throw because Ryukichi went for a lot of shimmies right there. Nice!
Yeah, Ed goes crazy in
I guess
this.
Momochi's cool with it. He's
like, especially when you use it correctly, yeah, Ed is nuts.
Walking Ryukichi down.
And he's building that level 2. Not going to have a chance to use it this round, though.
We've seen some clips from Ryukichi at this tournament as well. Spamming that crouch medium punch. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Crouch medium punch for Ken is one of his best counter poke normals. That is a great disjointed hitbox, 6 frames as well. And then you see him just switch it up with the crouch medium kick to throw off Momochi at the end right there, too.
It's so hard to just try to whip punish that one. I think it was against Zangief, where he just did 4 times in a row, right?
Yeah.
And the 4th one hit.
Yeah, he tried to do stand medium punch Geef and just got destroyed.
Okay, another one. This time he gets it. Look at that. Ugh.
Beautiful. Look at the damage. That's 50%.
Yeah, go for the fuzzy with the standing heavy kick too. Get the +4. Wow, he whipped. Damn, that did a lot. Ooh, stand fierce again. Go attacking the drive gauge. And I love the fact that he knew he was going to tap parry in that situation. Jump back as well. Defense.
This from Momochi is just keeping him down in this corner. He tried to walk up on him and throw. Even with a wake-up throw right there, Momochi getting a little frisky.
No bite on the shimmy there either.
Yeah. Look at that.
Like so on the defensive.
Got him. With punish. Where are you trying to press that sweep for? How dare you?
And Momochi had been walking up in his personal space, right? That's why he tried the sweep. He was like, bro, I don't want you to keep walking at me like that. Great adjustment from Momochi to whip punish it instead.
This time we get the low forward though. Ryukichi's offense is hitting. Somehow he gets quite a meaty neutral jump roundhouse right there. I wonder what he was going for.
Yeah, I wonder what the mind game is there. Like, did he think he was going to like take the safe jump type joint? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because usually Ken will just come down with fierce instead of roundhouse. And again, the roundhouse hit again. Wow. I wonder if that's something new against Ed. Yeah. Look at that. I felt like Momochi was cooking that game, but somehow Ryukichi came back to tie it up 2-2.
I mean, it really took all that low four Tatsu into the corner, and then, Momochi, unfortunately, maybe it's because Ed's anti-airs aren't the best. That's why he's getting counter hit. He's maybe reacting a little too late to the neutral jumps.
Yeah, that's the hard part. You have to react a bit earlier than usual.
He just did it again, right? Like, I don't know what the anti-air choice is. Maybe it's like the stand media or the crouch medium kick type joint, and that just beats it. Definitely interested in seeing this going forward.
Oh, okay. Final game. Let's see who's going to go on to the winners finals of this right here. Again, a stand jab from the drive rush. Trades on the buttons. Nice. First DI counter against the Jinrai there.
And yeah, way to save it for the last game. That's when you want to. How he ended up parrying again.
Yeah, that was actually pretty smart. The fact that he's like, you know what, I need to let go. I don't want to drain myself, and then tap it again.
Yeah.
Go for the DP combo, 5-piece. How dare you press the button, double drive rush combo. You're going to spend level 1 here? That's right.
Yeah, I think with all that drive, Ryukichi was like, Momochi will expect the DP here. Like, I got all this meter, I'll still be good even after I DP. But nah, the meter was there to shut it down.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't seen too many bust out ever since Momochi's first EXDP with mine the first game. That was like about it.
Yeah.
That's like a 3-for-3 neutral jump fierce from Ryukichi too, as an not as an anti-air, but as a shimmy bait.
Yeah.
Momochi is working out really well for him.
Oh, the spacing on that one. Yeah, these two play each other a lot, you can tell.
We gotta try it again. There's the cross. How dare you using the light punch DP. There's the bust out.
Definitely wanted the drive rush back throw into the corner right there. Momochi did not let him have it.
Nice anti right there. Go for the meaty. Again, the meaties. I would say the little delay stand light punch is definitely cooking him.
But the whip button from Ryukichi. He's going to spin the meter. Most definitely can't afford to be greedy here. And we are going to a final round.
That's a crazy whip punish too, because that is so hard to whip punish against
I love that.
That was hard, and I felt bad for Ryukichi there just because I'm like, he's probably thinking, can I level 2 instead of level 3? But he's like, you know what? I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it.
Definitely had to spend all his bar there.
And I truly don't think the level 2 would have killed, so.
Oh, nice meaty on that one. Wow, stand jab, low jab, saw the hit, and confirmed to the target combo and put him in a situation. Look at this, taking all the damage. Momochi has 3 bars though, but Ryukichi has him in the corner.
What a throw tech right there from Momochi. Oh, but again, Ryukichi just patient with punishing the fierce attempt, and they're catching him as well. The meaty jab.
That's it.
Level 1 to end it. Ryukichi in winners finals at Evo Japan.
I told you, man. Home turf Ryukichi.
Beautiful.
This man cooks, bro.
Beautiful.
He always cooks at home turf.
Yeah, man. And
that was beautiful.
It's just really a testament to these two and how they played each other, because like Momochi got the dub with Mai quick, right? And then he lost one, and you could tell like he wanted to start with the Mai because Ryukichi has specific ed tech.
Yes.
We saw it on display.
Yes.
So he was like, this is going to be dangerous if I have to go to Ed. But that's just how good Ryukichi is, bro. And whether it's against Mai, whether it's against Ed, like you said, man, on home turf, he's different.
He is different. I want to see if he's going to use the neutral jump roundhouse against the next match.
Yeah.
Because then that'll tell us, that's an Ed-specific thing,
yes,
right?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm so curious because usually most Kens will always use jump heavy punch as the neutral jump, right? He did use it for shimmies, but when it comes to when your Ed is standing,
yes,
it was come down heavy kick for sure.
Wow, man, that is wild
they're
way to
playing
start
the replay
this.
right now.
Yeah, that was a great first match. 3-2, final round. Like, what a way to start a top 8, especially in Evo Japan, right?
We love the dance. We love the adaptation. And
Yes.
that very last round, I feel like Ryukichi switched up how he wanted to approach the offense because when he knocked Momochi down, he started doing a lot of meaties with lights. And it was actually catching Momochi holding up, I think, because Momochi does like an up back on a defensive read. So it actually caught him a lot of times.
I think that's like a now more popular thing, right? Everyone likes to jump back after not taking a throw or whatever like that. But the fact that that's why he did hit a stand jab, low jab into back medium punch, saw it hit, target combo right there. That was just beautiful because that was like a 2-hit sequence before jumping back. Because most people do 1-hit throw, but he did 2 hits because he thinks you're going to jump back throw. So good.
That's layers on layers, especially when you guys are playing each other. Again, they play each other all the time. So.
Yeah, and you can just normally link that stand medium punch like we saw, right? But a lot of the time, if you do stand jab into crouch jab, you're too far for that stand medium punch to connect after that. But for whatever reason, again, he's labbing out these situations where he knows, I can get away with doing 2 jabs first and still connect with a stand medium punch. Dude is just a mastermind.
That was good. That was good. But our next match, Menardi versus Akira.
Yeah, I know you wanted to see Mena versus Momochi, but this match is going to be really, really interesting just because, again, we don't know who Mena is going to choose in this matchup.
Yeah.
And in Akira, I feel like I haven't seen too much of Akira, so this is really good, refreshing to see him in the top 8.
Yeah, I feel like Akira, he hasn't really gone too crazy in terms of results overseas, right?
Yeah.
Right, but I feel like in Japan, he's always kind of always does well, but never been in a situation where he's winning a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, if there's a time to win, get a big first win, this is the time right here, especially against 2-time Capcom Cup champion, also defending Evo Japan 2024 champion for Street Fighter 6. It's a tall order to beat, but I mean, I'm sure Akira has the home crowd behind his back.
Yeah, this honestly might be the perfect storm to kind of break through that glass ceiling that he's been hitting, right? Getting those top 8s, but never maybe getting into that top 3 or getting that W himself. So if he's able to use this, ride the momentum, ride the home court advantage, take down the reigning defending champion, that, I think will propel his confidence forever.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tall order, though, because it's something everyone, I feel like, knows about Mena is that he does not get deterred. I mean, he won Evo Japan last year when I don't want to say he had the crowd against him, but, this is home advantage, home turf for Akira, and it doesn't really bother Mena. He's been here before. He's done this so many times, especially in this particular matchup.
I think he won, free. It was dominant.
Yeah, he was very dominant last year.
It wasn't, close at all. He destroyed.
When he's in there, he's pretty much unstoppable. You'll watch this game and you'll be like, does that other guy play Street Fighter?
Right?
No, I mean you're definitely not wrong. But I would say if Akira did his research, I mean, one thing, Mena is definitely an up-back monster as well, too. Yeah. And Cammy is definitely really good at just stopping up-back with her crouching heavy punch, meaty, right? And gets a full combo from there. But the thing is, I think Menardi just kind of just plays heads or tails. It's either I up-back or perfect parry.
Yeah.
Right? So obviously, if you're going for a meaty, thinking I'm going to up-back, it makes it easier for me to perfect parry. Puts the back throw. Guess what? Tables are turned now. So it's a very dangerous combination. But sometimes, if Mena RD is willing to play dangerous, you have to not be scared to play dangerous back.
And from Akira's gameplay, definitely not hesitant to kind of play that way as well.
Yeah, and with those two choices that you highlighted, Justin, I wonder if we'll see Akira try to maybe put the brakes on a little bit on Wake Up just to try to counter both of those strategies. But if that happens, does Mena start waking up with buttons? Does he start waking up crouching medium kicks?
Exactly.
He's so good at adjusting so quickly that even if you catch on to his strat, he won't just stick to it. He's not stubborn in that way if it's not working.
Woo!
Okay, let's see. I'm so curious to see what's going to be the new. Do we have any new Lightning Beast setups? What's the Blanca-chans going to be doing? Here's the poking, just feeling each other out. Here is no dive kicks yet.
It just feels so right to see Blanca on Mena to me, or Mena on Blanca, excuse me.
Look at that. Yeah, again, right away, the offense has started. We're going to set it out. Yeah, that's right. Put a trap out. Yeah, meaty plus frames. Look at this. Menardi is controlling the pace.
Yeah, and perfectly set himself up on that roundhouse as well. I think it was supposed to be a counter poke setup, but then he gets the whip punish anyway.
Oh, using spiral arrow, but it didn't really work out. Somehow got the punish counter throw. I guess that was still a punish situation there.
Yeah.
No space out in there. And look at this control. Stand jab, stand light kicks. They haven't used crouching medium punch yet.
Yeah, that's true. We talked about that. Potent button with that one as well. The crouch jab, counter poke, and the drive rush cancel.
Man, it was so fast.
That was super surprising. I don't really see a lot of blockers using crouching jab.
Yeah,
right?
For real.
Oh, nice.
Crouch strong, but has a whip punish there.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a whip punish. Standing heavy kick.
Like the fact that he put himself back into the corner, I think
that was clutch.
To have like a moment of hesitation, like what's happening here?
Yeah, pressing buttons right there, using the low forward. You have to attack the drive gauge, and that is what he is doing.
Put that drive gauge down to life support while Akida gets back in the green. It's gonna be a good look. Just needs one more. What's Meta gonna bet on?
You know, if I'm gonna burn out, I'll burn out on my own turn.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Now, does Mena have the reaction to wake up level 1, wake up level 3? He jumps out, backs out in the corner. You gotta attack the legs. Using a low medium punch. Doesn't want to do the third.
Oh my
God.
Goodness,
You got to be kidding me. Meta
That was the first dive kick of the game.
Oh my Lord.
You know what they say? When you're in burnout, your reactions have been heightened to the maximum.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
You're heightened, but usually you're locked in on one option.
Yeah. But I think he was locked in on that option, though.
On the dive kick.
Yeah, they made
100%.
The dive kick is such a great tool.
Yeah, they made Blanca capable of being able to stand on business.
Yes.
So a lot of time players are going to be trying to abuse that Mena, scouting it perfectly.
But look at this adaptation from Akira. Like, we just saw 3 dive kicks in a row. In the last game, we only saw 2, like one OD and then one regular, right?
Yeah,
so
nice.
They gave him quite a, comedic personality to a certain extent.
Back, but doesn't get a full combo, goes for the throw
like comedy relief, if you will.
I thought he would have waited.
But they made him like,
hey, he saw green. Nice.
I can stand on business too.
Punch. It got the soft knockdown too.
And Mena RD actually shows that with this in this tournament.
Yeah, he wanted to be out the OS, the DPOS. He was going to try to hop through it.
Yeah. That was so lucky for Akira because if he did not get that sequence right there and Mena RD was able to defend, it would have been a world of hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that was really good from Akira, honestly.
Take
now
it to the corner. Yeah, everyone's favorite place.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I think he tried to hold up there.
Most likely, right? You highlighted how often he was going for a dive kick. That probably was what he was doing again, honestly.
Oh, almost.
Wow.
Whoa. Yo, he is playing fast right now. You see how fast he's playing?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, he's going in.
I thought he was going to bust out the super. Yeah, kind of hard to cross-cut in that situation, right? Lightning Beast, attack the drive gauge. I love the fact that he didn't spend it, right? Just in case.
I definitely think he was betting on Akira trying to do something with the remaining drive meter, right? So he was looking to bait it out.
Yeah, that's why he's jumping back. He's trying to buffer a special move right there. But drops the combo. Oh, maybe that's a setup possibly.
I really like the parry right there, right? So he didn't have to guess which side that ball was going to come down on.
Yeah. Akira does have level 3. If he gets a low forward, if he gets any confirm, he's definitely going to go into it. But Mena RD needs to defend.
Nice. Hooligan tried to bait something out from Mena there.
Yeah.
Mena doesn't take the bait.
Yeah, takes a throw. Watch out. He's in that 3-meter threshold, and he spends it.
He tried to whiff punish it. He saw it.
What a hit!
Off the crouch medium kick. How?
Are you serious? That's crazy. That's actually insane. At least, like, I feel like if that was me, I would do low forward, like, heavy kick spiral arrow. Just in case, right?
Just in case?
You know, just in case if it misses, and I'll confirm from the second hit. But the first hit is insane.
What's gone, like, it wasn't even a whiff punish.
No,
it was just a straight confirm.
He saw it.
And like, when those things happen, right, usually we find ourselves in scenarios where, like, we just kind of notice the opponent walking forward or standing up. That didn't feel like that at all.
Yo,
I don't know how he hit that.
It was like I put the computer on random guard and I'm practicing. What? That was insane. And look, he was ready to check the jab block up too. He was a little bit too late. Nice punish on the crouching heavy punch with stand jab.
Yeah, but of course, Mena, that's always a potent tool in Blanca's kit. The air Blanca ball to avoid the throw.
Ooh, standing heavy kick, attack the drive gauge from that drive rush. Okay.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's so interesting that he's using spiral arrow in neutral like that.
I think it's like a switch up with the heavy kick as well, right? Like as Mena tries to get close, maybe counter poke that heavy kick.
True.
He does spiral arrow from a little farther away.
Oh my God! I'm surprised he didn't whiff punish that standing heavy kick right there.
Oh my!
Yeah, Mena RD. I thought he expected a dive kick.
Oh!
Didn't spend the drive rush there. Yeah, I thought maybe he was gonna jump back, but the low short. Do we spend the level 2? Yes, we do.
Oh shoot!
Movie.
It didn't end it.
Macchiotomy type joint. Yeah, Akita's rhythm right now is extremely hard to pin down. Like, there's so many decisions where I'm like, I don't blame you for getting hit.
Okay,
like
it's not at the markdown I thought it was at.
It's so weird to catch him right now.
I think it's one of those things, like I mentioned, like Akira plays.
Long story short, the stream didn't end long enough.
Right? It's not just a whiff. It's just not a whiff punish, Cammy.
Yeah.
Ooh, get off of me. The stand like it buffer though. It's a Lightning Beast Blanca Ball. Let's go.
Sick.
Wasn't punish there.
It's still on the same stream, so it made it seem as if I was trying to recap.
Yeah, both these players right
So
now,
remember when I ended the stream earlier to try to make it so that like Cooks could like still be able to make the clips that it needs to make and everything. It didn't end the stream earlier. Apparently, I didn't end it long enough so that way it can actually do that. So I gotta end it long enough and then have the stream get restarted. That way, it actually clears.
Because that was a safe jump, right? It wasn't gonna be a punish on the perfect parry, so it would have been a tech throw. I love him just hopping through it.
So I gotta see like how long I can end it for before it actually before it actually like clears correctly.
He has one more chance. And now Menardi is in a situation where he doesn't have too much drive gauge as well, too.
What is about to happen, though?
Oh,
press the button. I'm surprised he didn't go through. Yeah, attack the drive gauge. He didn't attack it again. Level 3.
I was going to say, these jump backs, they can get sniped by that CA. You got to be a little bit careful.
But I want to wait till this matchup is like completely done.
Oh, no flinch on there.
He's like, I can take some throws, bro. I ain't reaching.
Jump back, DP. Oh, my God, that's plus. Ooh.
Oh!
That's gonna combo. He's gonna get a follow-up afterwards.
Yeah, he can go to level 1.
Is that enough? No, it's not. But we're gonna. Is burnout?
Oh my God! He put him on a pick.
Oh! No way he woke up throw. That's crazy.
He didn't wake up air throw.
Oh, he woke up air
God,
throw.
that is so clutch.
He's winning Evo. He's winning Evo.
Smokes of all reads.
Nah.
Not wake up level 1.
That was not normal, bro.
There's no way man is losing this. I'm sorry.
I cannot believe what I just saw.
Yeah, we literally just got off our seats, bro. That was that was insane. That was beautiful. If that doesn't make it to high fight, I know you're watching.
High fight, we got that clip.
I know you're watching, bro. Please put that match on Twitter.
Y'all
right
gotta handle this for a minute. I'm speechless after that one. Legit.
That's insane. How does Akira come up like keep going with this after this, right?
I mean, he's doing just fine.
He's like, oh, that's normal. That wasn't normal. Option select, flash kick option select, I guess we call it.
Yeah, same thing, right?
Yep, go for the chip damage. Whoa!
Not like
Input
this.
error. Level 1?
Not yet. It wasn't gonna kill. He needed that meter just in case.
Yeah, that's a plus no matter what. Yeah, you can't stop that. Your only option there was just you had to bust out a super.
Yeah, you just had to
for real, that is absolutely insane.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm still thinking about that decision,
No,
bro.
that might be the play of the year, actually.
Yeah, honestly,
Evo
so
Awards
far.
play of the year, right?
Legit, man.
Oh, holding the parry. Now he's in burn. Look at this. I'm telling you, he's still thinking about the air throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, had to do the level 1. Change the pace a little bit, but look at it. Menardi is healthy with the green. He's green. His drive gauge is green. Everything is green.
Ooh, just with the walk-up throw.
Yeah. Walk-up throw the situation. Attack it during the burnout.
Back.
Yeah, play like Noah a little bit.
Oh.
DPOS, get off of me.
Yeah, we'll see if Menardi goes back to the hop like he showed earlier off that.
Oh, burnout again. DI.
Oh.
We side switch. Yes, we do. Meaning, do we set up the Blanca-chan?
Oh, nice.
Is it close? Is it?
I think this is it.
Oh, using the EX level 1 to end it.
Do we even?
Yeah, level 1.
Yeah.
Boom.
Menardi.
That was good.
Winners
Look at
finals.
that.
Go meta.
Yeah, you deserve to pop off like that after what I just saw, bro.
100%.
That was crazy.
That might be air throw of the century. I don't know. Air throw of
Okay, let me try to do this correctly real quick,
that was
and then I'll be back as soon as possible,
what a
okay?
piece would actually do in real life.